Okay, so Netflix currently has over 50 million subscribers. It's a very popular streaming service, and you can watch thousands of movies and TV shows on demand. And it starts at less than $8 a month. I've been a subscriber for a long time.
I have been for years, but you know, there are ways to make the Netflix experience a little or maybe even a lot better. Here with a few tricks, we welcome back our TCL tech producer, Christian Unser.
Hi, Christian, nice to see you. Okay, is this true that you own 22 devices that you can watch Netflix on?
Yeah, I counted them up this morning.
Is that kind of making you concerned, or what? It
probably makes my wife more concerned than it makes me concerned. But there are 22 things in my house that can watch Netflix. So odds are you probably have something in your house that can do this if you're not a current Netflix subscriber.
Okay, so people think I've got to watch it on the computer. How else are we watching it?
Sure. Well, there's ways to watch it on video game consoles, on standalone boxes like an Apple TV or Roku streaming box. There's all kinds of ways. But today we're going to focus primarily on watching it on the laptop, which might be what people were doing if they're on the road or something like that.
Great.
So very first and foremost, if you're having a bad connection, if it's always buffering, it's always having issues.
Everybody just raised their hand.
Yep. So one of the main things you can do, most people don't seem to know about this, is you actually go into your account settings, and there's this thing called playback settings that's right here. And it does an auto where it tries to kind of come up with the best one, but you can actually force it to do a low, a medium, or a high. So if you know it's going to be a bad connection, you can just set it to low, and you can say stop trying to make this any better.
I don't need this to be crystal clear. I just want it to not stop.
Okay. And you just don't want it to stop a million times.
Right.
That's the big
I just want to
pain.
see this thing.
Okay.
You know? So that's kind of the first and foremost thing. The next thing I wanted to talk about is some things that you can do with the keyboard itself. So I'm watching Once Upon a Time here right now, and one of the things you can do is if you just hit the space bar, that will pause it.
Like that.
So that's pretty good. If you push the arrow key up, the volume will go up. If you push it down, it'll go down. If you hit M, it will mute if you all of a sudden need to shut it off.
See, they do all this and no one tells you.
That's right. It's not really written anywhere.
They should tell you.
If you do Shift and left click, it will fast forward. Shift and right click, it will rewind. So there's all kinds of different commands that you can do with it. I may have said those backwards, but anyway.
And the F is for full screen.
F takes it full screen. That doesn't work on every browser, but it works on most of them.
Okay, that's really
So that's
cool.
something that you can do.
Which I think even for this, Christian, a lot of people, like, instead of getting another DVD player when our DVD player broke, we just bought a cable to hook our computer up to the TV. Because we were like, we don't need another
That's actually how we're streaming this to an Apple TV right now. That's how we do it on TV.
Right.
Oh.
And then
who knew?
Let's say you just wanted to, you didn't want to change the global settings for everything that connects to Netflix. You just want to change the settings for the one thing that you're watching. Okay.
Yes.
So that's where that hidden menu comes in. So what you do, it's a little bit of a twist. You do Shift, Control, Alt, or Option, depending on if you have a Mac or PC, and then hit S. And this little menu.
Shift, Control, Alt, S.
Yep. And there's a little menu that comes up that you can actually lower the bit rate, which means it will stream. It will make it stream faster.
Okay.
Lower quality, faster stream.
This is if you're in a place they've got a bad connection, but you know, usually you're watching at your house and it's good, so you just want to change it just one time for what you're watching there.
Right.
Okay, that's really cool.
That's good.
Really quickly here, so here are some sites that are better than Netflix for doing stuff.
Because we need to say that Netflix, as many things as they do really well, what they don't do well is allow you to browse, and their categories are fairly restrictive.
Yep, it's very terrible.
And then the searching is annoying.
So this site's called A Better Queue, and I really like it because what you can do is you can be very specific. You can say, I want to watch a children's movie. I want it to be a tomato rating, RottenTomatoes.com, of at least 83. I want there to be 20 reviews, and I want it to be from 1995 to 2014. This is what I want. You hit the filter, it pops up, you're like, oh, Monster in Paris, that looks good. You click on that and it takes you right to Netflix, and you can start watching.
Well, and the thing about why you want to do this regularly is because they change all the time what's available on Netflix.
That's the other site I have here. So it's called What's on Netflix Now. It literally tells you what is coming up. It's a blog that someone writes, and it's what's new this month. And it'll take you right to that, and you can actually click on these, and it will take you right to Netflix and watch them. It'll also show you what is expiring soon. So if you want to get in and watch stuff, a bunch of things just expired yesterday, like the Hunger Games and A League of Their Own just went away from the service.
Wow.
People don't always know that those things go away, but they do from time to time. So you need to kind of keep an eye on that if you want to if you don't want to miss something.
If you only look at your basic menu that Netflix offers you, you would think that they only have about 100 total movies.
It's had new releases on there that have been out for 6 months.
Well, and Christian, I got to say too, because I mean, obviously, like, we're broadcast on an over-the-air signal, so you could watch us for free.
Right,
That's the beauty of network television.
Right.
And then if you had something like Netflix to supplement, I mean, a lot of people are saying we're not going to do cable.
We haven't had cable for years, and it's been fine at my house. The kids watch cartoons on Netflix. They pick their shows, watch Nickelodeon shows, Disney shows. The things that they want to watch, they just watch it whenever they want.
Twin Cities
Live.
Live.
It's great. Twin Cities Live, that's on all the time.
Yeah, it's on repeat.
Yeah.
Am I still your screensaver?
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
They'll never go away.
Thanks, Christian. Nice job. Okay, so we have links to the sites Christian mentioned, because I know we went through them quickly.
Yes.
They're all on our website, though. Just go to twincitieslive.com and click on Fun. You can see them and check them out.
Really good info there. Still to come, find out what's coming up today on 5 at 5. Wait.
No, at 4:30.
on Channel 5. I promise we'll get this figured out
it'll
during the
happen.
break. We'll be back.